a great way to learn how to pitch and get it not right the first time, because there's no perfect pitch, but get closer and closer to that hell yes pitch is by knowing what not to do. So this is one that I receive a lot. I love it when people get really creative with the subject lines of something that is very like, I don't want to say aggressive, but almost like, aha, I have the solution for you, right? This is the person you need to have on your show. Anything that's really kind of pushy or sounds sarcastic is not really cute, and it's not going to be a yes from me. So this subject line reads, your next guest has arrived, ABC of ABC company. Now, obviously, I'm not going to tell you their name, right? But this is just kind of how the subject line reads. Already, I feel turned off by the subject line. It's really pushy. It's not concise. It's not specific. It's not telling me what this person is doing, how they're going to add value, what kind of questions they can answer, any of it. Right? So I have a subject line training in my PR starter pack, my PR program for small businesses. And it goes really in depth because remember, if you cannot have a good subject line, it's not going to be open, right? Your open rates are all about your subject line. So we need to first get the first things first, right? Which is the subject line. This one already misses the mark, right? It doesn't tell me what the pitch is. But let's keep reading. Hi, Gloria. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Again, you're competing for my attention line by line. Do not waste your precious real estate and attention span on fluff or formalities. Let's just get right into it, right? And then this pitch continues to say, I'm Ashley, and I have the perfect guest and topic for small business PR. How to finance your marketing without going into a bank with Mr. XYZ. Now, again, why would this be a perfect topic for me? I don't do anything with financing, with personal finance, with loans, with anything to do with finance. This is a small business PR podcast. So this person obviously does not know what the perfect guest is. And they're saying that they do, which turns me off even more. But let's keep reading. Getting the right financing for a new business or to grow a business can be difficult, and banks are not very flexible in this regard. My client, Mr. XYZ, has a great advice to share with your listeners to get around the bank and get the financing plan they're looking for. Below is some more information about Mr. XYZ. He is the founder of XYZ Company, a leading marketplace that supports businesses of all sizes. With 14 years of financing experience, he has helped thousands of entrepreneurs lend over $500 million in funds. He is a serial entrepreneur that invests in real estate, crypto, owns 2 gyms, and more, and a down-to-earth and bold optimist who wants to help businesses grow to their potential. I look forward to hearing the chemistry between you two in action. Let me know if you would like to learn more about him. Now, I feel really bad because I have to say like 90% of the pitches that I get are from third-party podcast pitching agencies. And I teach this on my PR Masterclass all the time, which is PR is changing, right? We don't really want a PR rep to be pitching on your behalf. Why? Because if you cannot communicate to me that you are willing to spend the time to talk to my audience and pitch me, and you're kind of just shoving it off to someone else, why should I give you the time of day, right? Usually podcast hosts have devoted so much time and energy to cultivating their audience. They are reading their emails. So they want to hear from the person that is actually pitching them. And if you cannot even spend the time to pitch me yourself, that already shows to me that you're not super interested in me and you're more using me and my platform, right? That's the first part. The second part, in addition to the subject line being completely off, is that this has nothing to do with me, right? Again, it's not about marketing yourself and using people who have podcasts or editors or journalists using their outlet as a free advertising avenue, but how can you be a conduit of information to help their audience? That is how we can bypass paying for an ad, right? The energy of this entire pitch is about this guy and what he's done and his experience and how he owns 2 gyms. Again, none of it is relevant to what I do here at Small Business PR. Not only does it not fit my demographic, it doesn't fit the industry, and this pitch has nothing to do with what we're actually going to talk about. Now, I've received some pretty left field pitches out there. But if you're able to relate it to small business PR or helping founders of color or diverse or marginalized voices to go bigger with their message, that will help, right? But nothing in here has anything to do with the intersection of PR visibility or organic growth. So again, I cannot help but say I feel bad that this is going straight into the trash, and this person has paid a PR pitching agency to pitch for them that is really going nowhere. Right? Another way that you can actually make your pitch stand out. Let's just say it has nothing to do with my audience. But one way to be a little bit less repulsive is if you actually wrote a little bit about why your industry that's seemingly unrelated could be relevant to my audience, right? Maybe there is a connection there. If so, what is it? right? I don't know because this person apparently has all the expertise in the world. So tell me. Another way to make your pitch stand out is instead of saying what you've done or kind of naming off all the accolades and awards and where you went to school, write in bullet points the questions that you can answer on my podcast. Literally spell it out, number it out. Question number 1, I can answer this. Question number 2. And remember to be specific. I always talk about pitching like peeling away the layers of an onion. And by now I've said it so many times, it's almost like it should be made into a song. How can you peel away the layer of an onion where you're not talking very generally about a topic, right? Because that's very fluffy and not specific. How can you peel away the layers and get to that juicy core to reveal exactly what are the specific insights that you can touch upon? And it doesn't have to be just one bullet point. You can give 5, 6, 7, or 8 questions that you can answer. That way it'll allow me to see what's possible. Again, the pitch is not just to get a hell yes from me. It's to have the person make a decision. Yes or no. And the more specificity that you can help me provide in the pitch, the easier it is for me to say yes or no thanks, or maybe tell me more.